There's collaborations with Nike with the national flower as a logo.
The countdown reached 0. 60 seconds later, it was finished. Every item, the tees, jerseys, and accessories adorned with a Sampaguita, had vanished from Nike's global inventory without a trace. Alex Eala's name lit up trending lists worldwide. The WTA offered silence. Nike let the numbers speak. What unfolded in that single minute on April 1st revealed something the tennis establishment has long been reluctant to admit. Heritage sells, and it sells fast. Eala's collaboration with Nike transformed a deeply personal symbol into commercial lightning in a bottle. The Sampaguita, the Philippines' national flower, became her signature almost by accident. First spotted as a simple hair tie during her Wimbledon appearance. From that quiet, unscripted moment, an identity was born. Every limited drop since has been a countdown of its own, inventory disappearing within minutes of release. In its first fiscal year alone, the collection generated $20 million. The flower that once held her hair back is now holding the attention of the entire sporting world.
First fiscal year, it was $20 million. Last year on December 29th, we had $2 billion.
The 2025 In Full Bloom collection. The custom tee line. Each one detonated on contact. Days before the latest launch, Eala confirmed the new drop live on Jessica Pegula's podcast. That single conversation became a countdown clock for millions. Fans across Manila, Dubai, Los Angeles, and beyond set alarms. April 1st arrived. The collection went live. 60 seconds later, global inventory read 0. Resale trackers lit up immediately. Fans who missed the window flooded secondary markets. Retailers confirmed the speed across Instagram posts and direct messages. The sellout was not regional. It was total. While Eala's cultural empire expanded across 4 continents, the WTA remained silent. No press release. No celebration. No acknowledgement that a 20-year-old ranked 45th in the world had just moved product faster than players ranked inside the top 5. The contrast became impossible to ignore, fans and brands voting with their wallets, while the tour's official channels offered nothing. YouTube communities and fan forums framed it as institutional shock. Whether the WTA felt stunned or simply indifferent, the result was identical. Silence in the face of undeniable commercial force. The question became unavoidable. Does the tour truly recognize market power that exists outside ranking points? The podcast Early April, Eala sat down with Jessica Pegula, a top-ranked American with her own platform and business empire. During that conversation, she confirmed the newest Sampaguita collection would drop within days. She described it as a pride moment tied to everything that had brought her to professional tennis. That announcement became a timer. The pattern: this was not Eala's first detonation. The 2025 In Full Bloom tee sold out in under 2 minutes. The Wimbledon-inspired hair tie merchandise disappeared before most fans could refresh their browsers. Every Sampaguita-themed release has followed the same arc: announcement, frenzy, instant scarcity. Her personal symbol, a flower representing Filipino identity, has become a cultural product that moves faster than traditional tennis marketing ever could. The disconnect here is what makes the latest sellout even more remarkable. 3 weeks earlier, Eala lost in the 4th round of the Miami Open. Carolina Machova dismantled her 6-0, 6-2. The scoreline was brutal. Within days, her ranking dropped 16 spots, from a career-high 29 down to 45. On-court momentum stalled. Off-court momentum exploded. The merchandise sold out anyway. Fans did not wait for her to reclaim the top 30. They did not need another quarterfinal run to validate their support. They bought every piece in 60 seconds while her ranking sat outside the top 40. That disconnect tells the entire story. Rankings measure points. Fans measure something else entirely. Nike sees it in February 2026. Eala visited Nike headquarters in Oregon. The company displayed posters of her career highlights across the campus. They built custom designs around the Sampaguita. They invested in her image as a long-term cultural icon, not a short-term ranking asset. Tournament organizers see it too. Fans in the stands during her matches. The stands don't lie during her Miami matches. Philippine flags appeared by the hundreds. Crowds exceeded projections. Social media traction outpaced players ranked 20 spots higher. The evidence is financial, visual, and demographic. Eala generates demand that rankings alone cannot explain. Peer recognition. Jessica Pegula has built her podcast into one of the most watched platforms in women's tennis, a space where champions, rising stars, and personalities who move the conversation come to be heard. When Pegula chose to feature Eala and hand her the microphone days before a product launch, that choice carried enormous weight. No quote was needed. The platform itself was the endorsement. Top players do not offer airtime to athletes who lack cultural pull. By inviting Eala in and giving her space to announce the Sampaguita drop, Pegula signaled something simple and unmistakable: peer-level respect. What Nike is really saying, Nike's actions speak even louder. The headquarters visit. The custom Sampaguita designs across multiple collections. The repeated investment in limited drops tied directly to Eala's heritage rather than her current ranking. Major brands do not build multi-year identity campaigns around mid-table players unless they see something the rankings do not capture. The validation is implicit but undeniable. Eala is being treated like a star before the rankings say she is one. Nike's decision to build an entire design language around the Sampaguita signals something far larger than one athlete's commercial success. Women's tennis is entering an era where cultural identity sells as powerfully as Grand Slam titles. Players from emerging markets, particularly across Asia and the Pacific, carry fan bases that move markets in ways traditional tennis demographics never could. Eala's merchandise success is not an outlier. It is a preview. The road ahead. She is scheduled to debut on clay at the Upper Austria Ladies Linz Open on April 6th. Roland Garros follows in May. Wimbledon in June. Each tournament will carry the same dynamic. Her ranking may fluctuate, but the cultural momentum will not. Fans will arrive. Merchandise will sell. Brands will continue investing. Tournament directors from Madrid to the US Open are watching, not because Eala is guaranteed to win titles in 2026, but because she is guaranteed to fill seats, drive digital engagement, and generate revenue streams that stretch far beyond ticket sales. The WTA can either recognize this new model or continue operating as though rankings alone determine star power. The market has already made its choice. Resilience. Redefine the Miami loss hurt. 6 games across 2 sets. A career-high ranking within reach, then gone. 16 spots erased in the weeks following Machova's demolition. Eala's response came within days. She appeared on Pegula's podcast, Energy Intact. She confirmed the merchandise drop with genuine excitement. She leaned into the cultural moment rather than retreating from the on-court setback. No public dwelling, no extended explanations. She moved forward by channeling everything into the one part of her career she controls completely: her connection to Filipino pride and the Sampaguita symbol that represents it. The sellout that followed became proof that resilience does not always look like winning the next match. Sometimes it looks like showing up, celebrating your heritage, and letting millions of people celebrate alongside you. 60 seconds. 1 flower. A movement. A ranking that read 45. A market that said icon. Eala confirmed the drop on one of the sport's biggest podcasts. Fans across the Philippines, the Middle East, and North America crashed a global site in under a minute. Nike continues building her brand while the WTA remains silent. Alex Eala is not waiting for the tour to crown her. She is being crowned by the people who matter most. The fans buying every piece before most could even load the page. The brands investing in her future, and the nation that sees itself in every Sampaguita petal she wears. Can a cultural empire and fan-driven market force finally push the WTA to recognize what Nike and millions of Filipinos already know? Or will the tour keep measuring stars by points alone while the real power blooms elsewhere? The inside story continues, from Linz to Roland Garros to the next drop that will inevitably sell out in seconds. You are watching a new model for tennis stardom being built in real time, and the establishment has no idea how to respond.